at the cookout.
Oh, oh,
Yes,
really? At the cookout.
yes.
That's the first time I'm ever hearing this. Like that
Listen,
song at the cookout.
because we like to get together and sing things together and do performances for
Okay.
our family and stuff. So my best friend
Yes.
and I, Shantae, that was our jam. So this is
I love
exciting to
that.
talk. So
Aw.
this is a really cool partnership because I feel like, especially not just all the wonderful things you do, but being a mom, we use Bounty.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you use as much as I do, but at least a million times a day.
Yeah.
Tell us,
Yeah.
like, how did you partnership with Bounty and what made you
Yeah.
choose them and who you wanted to work with?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, you said just being a mom, Bounty is a huge part of my life. It's an essential. But not only that, I feel like Bounty has been a part of my life for over 20 years. Um, I remember actually longer than that, maybe 30 years. I remember being in the kitchen for the first time with my mom, around 6 to 8 years old, helping her cook and clean, and Bounty was there. I remember moving into my first apartment at the age of 21, and I was so excited to, get all of my kitchen essentials, together, and Bounty was definitely on that list. And then, as you mentioned, just being a mom, I feel like, being a mom, there are so many roles that we play even with that. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm hosting, I'm playing with my daughter, whether, she's doing artwork and, there's a paint spill, Bounty is there as well. So it's an essential. It really, really is. And around this time, the timing is perfect. I'm always outside, whether that's having a cookout, hosting a cookout, or just hanging out with the kids. Bounty is there as well. So it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
I love that. So you seem like someone that everyone wants to hang out with, like that cousin, that like I get that your cookouts is probably like the cookout of the year. And I want to know like
Aw.
what are the 5 songs that have to be played at your cookout?
Oh my gosh. Hey, Marquita, you got to help me with this because she said 5 songs at a cookout. Number one,
That
I'm
have
going
to
to
be played.
say that have to be at a cookout. For me, the first song that comes to mind is Summertime by Will Smith.
Yes,
Summertime.
yes,
Um,
yes.
and, I live in LA or California. And so there's California Love. And then another one, We Are Family. That one's always fun, right? Because you have your family around, family and
Yes.
friends. And then, huh? Backyard Boogie. That's another one. Who Before I Let Go?
Yes.
Before, okay,
Yes.
there you go. She's saying
That's it.
yes. Okay.
Yes.
So those are
I was
those are the jams, girl. You know?
no, I see. I knew your cookout was the one to be at. Now, I know
Yeah.
what I know what we're listening to. We know what we're using to clean up, but what are we
Okay.
eating? What are we eating at your cookout?
Ooh. So number one on the list would definitely have to be some sort of wings, right? So I love my honey barbecue wings. They are just like fire. You can add a little spice to it too if you want, but honey barbecue wings are on the list when it comes to food. Oysters, we love seafood, so there's oysters, there's crab legs. There's short ribs. Yeah, girl, we throw down. There's
I,
short ribs. My dad's really good at that. And then, of course, when we're talking about the kids, there's burgers, there's hot dogs. Yeah.
so I want to know is like, are your kids? So my daughter, I live in New York City in Manhattan. My daughter's
Okay.
a little bit bougie. So
Okay.
he wants to eat like he wants like miso cod and stuff. What do your kids like to eat?
You mean at the cookout?
Yes, she's eating at the cookout. My daughter,
you
she
know,
is.
you know what it is? What I love about kids these days is they have more access and accessibility to all different types of flavor profiles. My son was eating miso soup at the age of, I want to say, 5. So I can definitely relate to what you're saying. But my kids, they love anything and everything, especially more so my son. I will say more so him. He will try anything. He's a foodie himself. So he
Mhm.
knows all about just like trying different things. And then he will even say, "Ooh, I'm going to add this, or I'm going to take away that, or maybe I can make this into a sandwich." And he's just, I really think that he is going to be doing something with food. Like, I think he could have his own YouTube channel one day. Like, if he really wants to take the time, he could have his own cooking YouTube channel because he's just so good at being in the kitchen. My daughter, she's a little more pulled back or refined, should I say, when it comes to certain things, but she's more straightforward. So she's like into pasta, pizza, hot dogs, chicken tenders. Um, what is she like that I was like, oh, wait, I have to tell you something. This is so funny. We we are trying to get her to eat her vegetables, right? And one day we had seen a little tiny piece of broccoli like that, like in the trash, like in the trash can. She had literally like threw a little piece of broccoli in the trash can. She's just not. I'm trying to get her to eat more of her vegetables, but it's just not something that she likes. But I'm trying to figure what is something that she likes, and I'm like, girl, you like that? She does love cucumbers, carrots, very kid friendly, should I say. Besides broccoli,
I
she
love
does not like broccoli. Broccoli is not on that list.
you gotta trick her and make like I do like Hulk Hogan muffins. So I would take the broccoli and blend it with like applesauce and maple syrup
Yes.
and then put it inside
Yes.
a muffin, right? We gotta
Yeah,
trick
yeah. I
No,
know.
I
We
love
sure
that.
do.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it seems like you know how to do so many things. Like, you know those women like
Oh.
Martha Stewart, that you're watching them, you're like, wow, she can do that too. Because first of all, those vocals didn't just go over my head. The way you just sung those cookout songs,
Oh. Oh.
right?
Oh,
So,
thank you.
what I want to know is tell me something that you've used your Bounty paper towels for that would surprise us. Something that no one would
Yeah, that's
maybe
a
have.
good. Yeah, I feel like that's a good question. So, what I would do, what I love about Bounty is it's like this one and done, right? And you can have more messes with fewer sheets. But with this story, what I'm about to share with you, I will use just one sheet like this. I will wet this. And, when I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking, I'm always using fresh herbs, whether that's rosemary, thyme, parsley, you name it, scallions. I will take my leftover herbs that I have not used and I will wet my paper towel, put my fresh herbs into a plastic bag, and then I'll store it in the refrigerator. And it will help prolong your herbs and keep them nice and fresh.
See, I knew you knew. I knew that you had a tip for me. I just knew that. It was just
You
so lovely.
sure did. You
I
sure
knew it. You
did.
were ready. I thought this is gonna throw her off, but you're like, oh, I have it for you. Now,
Yeah.
this is my last question. What type
Okay.
of advice would you give another working mom such as myself? You know, my
Okay.
daughter's 9 years old. I'm in New York City. It's hustle, bustle, cooking, parking,
Yes.
double parking. She has a lot of activities. There's lacrosse and musical theater. What
Yes.
type of advice would you give me to say be able to balance that and be able to just
Mm.
enjoy the moment? I feel like you know the answer to that.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think understanding that, in my opinion, trying to keep up with a balance is not something that's necessarily practical, right? We're not machines. We're human beings. So the first thing that I did, I used to have that perspective as well, just trying to find a balance, and I would always lose when it came to that. And so basically, what I ended up telling myself was not everything is always going to be checked off on that list, right? And that is okay. You will eventually get back to it. But yes, we all want to be superwoman and the intention is there. But at the same time, we are human. So I would say that is the first advice that I would give you is to have forgiveness and to give yourself forgiveness that you're not perfect and it is okay. And there was something else that you asked me. I'm sorry, I lost the other part of the question.
Actually, that was pretty much it. I wanted to know
Okay.
how I could balance it to find peace, but the answer is I
Oh,
can't
yes.
balance.
Oh, yes. Yes. There's no such thing as balance, in my opinion. And then the other thing is staying present, right? I
Yes.
think sometimes, especially when you're a mom, your mind is always running and you're always thinking about that list and your to dos. But that can, for me, it could make me extremely anxious. So I tend to try and not to get too carried away with that and stay present. And when you are present as a mother, it's amazing, in my opinion, how the connection with your kids just gets incredibly deeper. There's a calmness that comes over you. There's that word peace that that you were saying and asking for. I feel like you can get that when you are present because at the end of the day, you start to realize what matters most. And that's just love and connection, right? So when you are staying present with your child, just as a parent, you're just happy to be in each other's space and loving on each other. And then at the end of the day, everything else will come into place. Like that's what I've realized. I've been a mom for now almost 15 years. And I've realized to trust myself, trust my instincts, trust that that list will eventually get done, but you don't
Right.
have to become so fixated or be you don't have to feel like you have to have this sort of perfection when it comes to just getting everything done at a certain amount of time. Again, like we only have a few hours in a day, um, and it's okay. And we're talking about mess, right? It's okay for things to get messy. That's what I've learned. It's okay for things to not be perfect, and when you sort of let that idea go, then you're like, oh my gosh, like things just they feel better. And then things will start to fall into place. So that's what I've learned.
You are so seasoned, and I even hate to say so
Ah,
spoken, but that was
ah,
I could
thank
literally
you.